city of New Orleans, where Mardi Gras always takes place. But today, we're about to have something else that will take place as we welcome you to the College Football Playoff Quarterfinal at the prestigious Allstate Sugar Bowl in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. Alongside Senor Sean, Dean of Oils, welcome to college football. Before we get into something, I'm going to do this so that way YouTube does not use the St. Louis dead bird strategy, which is my stupid audio. It's like, shut the bleep up, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Sean, we're getting ready for what will be a very good game we're going to have here tonight at the amazing Allstate Sugar Bowl. Let's first of all talk about Georgia. You know, we have not seen Georgia since the SEC title game against Alabama. And we talked about this with Indiana. Are you concerned about Georgia going into this game knowing they haven't played in a while?
Yeah, in a sense, that's always something that you gotta be concerned about. Here's the thing, though, Indiana stood their ground against Alabama in the Rose Bowl. Now we're gonna see if Georgia can try to stand their ground against Ole Miss. A very talented Ole Miss team, though, that did keep it close earlier in the season when these two teams faced off. It's gonna be something interesting to watch here, as Ole Miss is going to try to rebound from the mistakes.
I think that's an important thing. You talked about Ole Miss destroyed their first round matchup with Tulane, which, are we really that surprised? Absolutely not. So what do you think their goal is after the first round they did against Tulane a couple of weeks ago?
I think it's all about just getting this done one game at a time. Here's the thing, though. If Ole Miss was able to beat Tulane,
This is home of the NFL's New Orleans Saints. Plus, the best part is we're not far away from the Smoothie King Center, home of the Pelicans. Yeah. Well, no weather because we're indoors, so that's a good thing. Well, we know this. Somebody from the SEC is moving on. Who will it be? We're about to find out now. We're underway here in New Orleans. And down to the 28-yard line. That is where Ole Miss will take. Georgia won the toss, elected to defer. Of course, next to us is Chris and Kurt, which we're glad that they're calling these games.
Not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating.
Gain of 4 right there, now bringing up second down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys.
Of course, Ole Miss is in the road whites. Georgia in the red jerseys, so they're the home team. But both teams are not far away from New Orleans.
A play action, looking to throw.
Here's a
receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain. Get closer to midfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running.
Saw this last night, which I did the Ohio State Miami Hurricanes. Of course, Miami Hurricanes led throughout most of the game until Ohio State made a late comeback in the fourth quarter to come back to beat the Canes. So unofficially, Ohio State is waiting the winner of this game in the, I think it's either the Peach Bowl or the Fiesta Bowl. I think it's Fiesta. I could be wrong. I'll have Sean give me the confirmation.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
As we're on a 3rd and 3.
This defense staying in their run fits, holding well with the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense facing
I think I would be correct. The Fiesta Bowl.
Or will they face a tough 4th down decision?
Okay. Okay, so I was correct. As long as I didn't get a done set.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday.
Can you think about either Georgia and Ohio State in the semis if Georgia wins this game? Oh boy, can you imagine that game?
Starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, give him the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Got a penalty on Georgia, and it's a roughing the passer, so that's an automatic first down for Ole Miss.
And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Pass rush closing in. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out, he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
This is the 6th.
Who went on to play in the national title game and lost to the eventual champions Ohio State.
It's a shotgun run call. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here.
We're on 3rd and 8. Last night in Arlington, Ohio State's drive was the longest, like 7 minutes on most of their drives. It was like a 7-minute drive. How long will Ole Miss be? Pass is caught.
He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first
Gone.
down.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another.
Last night, Miami's first drive was like 5 minutes. Ohio State was like 7. I don't know how long this drive is going to be, as we're nearing 4 minutes into the game.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal.
This is the first time Sean and I have actually been outside of our states, believe it or not. That's not me coming down to Texas or vice versa. And got a sack, but here comes a flag. Nope, it's on Ole Miss, so that adds insult to injury. But they will decline the penalty. It'll be 3rd down. And it's incomplete, so it looks like we're going to have the field goal unit coming up.
It's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Well, with no win, I don't think this is going to be an issue. Kick is up, and it is good. So Ole Miss strikes first. It's 3-0.
Watching this guy in pregame, he has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able
is the noise.
up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's good work by the return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today.
That was like near midfield. That was a good run for Georgia on the kickoff.
Competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just
pass is incomplete.
And try to put up as many points as they can. Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it.
Number 4 on the coverage.
Got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands.
Good coverage here. Just underway here in the first quarter.
Here's second down.
Ole Miss leads 3-0. That's his punt. There's a flag on the play. Of course, Sean and I already made the plan. We are not going to do score checks until tomorrow, which is fine because the good thing is I'm off tomorrow, so it's a good thing. Micah Morris, the guilty party on the hold, so back it up 10 yards. It'll be second down again.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wide.
Yep, pass is caught for the first down, now in Ole Miss territory.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make.
And the last time Georgia played in the mock deal, that was against Florida, and they really struggled.
Over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships.
Got a flag on the play. I think this is a holding. That's a first down, but I think it's a holding. I am correct, yeah. 74, the center of the guilty party. Back it up to the original line of scrimmage. First and 20, and only going to get a couple there. Now midfield.
This early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about.
Got a holding on Georgia is what it's being called. And it's on the same player, number 74.
Wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards.
I should mention for the college football playoffs, 6 of the 7 bowl games are going to be in NFL stadiums. As, boy, that run, first down and more, all the way down the Ole Miss 4-yard line. It's a first down for Georgia. But I was going to say 6 of the last 7 college football playoff games are going to be in NFL stadiums. The only one that's not is the game we just called, the Rose Bowl.
Finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Yeah. It's still awesome, the San Gabriel Mountains. But a big run there for Georgia as we're going to have a first and goal inside the 5.
And the Bulldogs pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and I think you and I were talking about this after the Rose Bowl as that play got stopped. I think you and I talked about this and when we made our preview of this game. We talked about, the running game needs to get something going, and we saw that on that, not on that first down, but the previous play before that when they were back in midfield. So, pass is incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. Small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Of course, this is, like I said, home of the New Orleans Saints. It's also it was supposed to have been home to WrestleMania, but that plan got changed, and that's a touchdown for Georgia.
execution and reach the end zone.
And Georgia's on the board. It's now 6-3. Zachariah Branch is gets the touchdown reception. Yep, got 2 feet in.
Hold on here a second.
Oh, we got a review, Sean.
I want to take another look at this one.
I think he's in from that angle. Actually, it was actually a booth reveal. Ole Miss did not challenge. So the booth wanted to take a second look, make sure it's confirmed. And it's good. 2 minutes, 32 seconds, 7 play, 55 yards. Georgia is up 7-3. Love being here in New Orleans. I mean, Sean and I got a mozzarella for lunch.
And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time. They settled for a chip shot.
Yeah, you got a po' boy. I also got a po' boy and a mozzarella.
Here on first down. He's looking to scramble. Look at the quick cut. The senior calls his own.
Yeah, we also got our beads to honor the early part of Mardi Gras, so that's... I really love coming to New Orleans. I mean, really good history. Yeah, we're not far away from the Pelicans, which that's going to be the same building. We're going to have Money in the Bank coming up in 2026, which I think you and I are looking forward to that, Senor.
Excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Of course, this could have been the. Of course, this stadium was supposed to have hosted WrestleMania 42, but unfortunately, circumstances happened, which is, or no, it was next year's WrestleMania, 2027. But unfortunately, due to circumstances, was not going to host WrestleMania, which is a shame, but is understandable.
He put that on a rope.
And the Rebels have 1st and 10 here.
Down 7-3.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback finds a target on the right.
And he gets a first down now in the Georgia territory, but hold up, Sean. We got a flag. I feel like that's a face mask. Oh! Yep, unnecessary roughness.
Call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Oh no, it was on Georgia. That's the first time we've ever had an unnecessary roughness in any of my college football games we had. Pass is caught for the touchdown. That was a quick drive by Ole Miss, and they lead 9-7.
Defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
Look at all that room number 12 has. Nobody there to guard him. Tried to tackle him, just swooped by in the end zone for the touchdown. That was a good play for Ole Miss, but going back to my point, I don't think you and I have ever had an unnecessary roughness ever since I started getting college football games on the PS5. That's actually the first ever time we've had an unnecessary roughness.
PAT puts him up 3.
Which you do bring up a good point there. It's actually the first time we've had it for anything. Ever since college football came back to the PlayStation 4 and 5 deal, if you ask me, as Georgia's going to be down to the 33.
So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so...
10-7. And there's our first sack for either team. Princewell comes in and sacks Georgia Stockton. And it's a 4-yard loss, and it's 2nd down. Princewell, I can't even say his name, but his first sack of the game.
These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14.
Sean and I will call the Fiesta Bowl once the quarterfinals are done in IRL term. Regardless if we are right or not, we're still going to call these games nevertheless. So that's no gain on the play, and I'll bring up 3rd down for the hold-up. Ole Miss came to play tonight.
And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass completely.
And going to be another 6-yard loss, and Georgia is going to have to punt. First punt for either team tonight.
Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead,
got over, I think we have, over 70,000 fans in attendance here tonight. Yeah. You can technically call this Sunday night football, college football style.
They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. That's caught. It's Lee.
Yeah. As that's a good gain of 7. Last night in Arlington, Miami had a big lead as much as 10 points, which they led after 3 quarters, but they allowed Ohio State to score in their final 2 drives and ended up getting a touchdown. That was the difference maker. And they won 34-30, and there's another first down for Ole Miss.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again, back in the pocket, making a nice accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Pass complete for the first down. The offense gets a fresh set of play fake, looking to throw.
I actually flew in late last night, did get some sleep, and got here to New Orleans.
This is why running the football is so important. Run the ball,
Yep.
you don't play action.
And we also got to meet the legendary Emeril Lagasse in person.
Space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Yep. First down and more, now into Georgia territory for Ole Miss.
You know, offensive linemen are just so good. They're always going to do their job. No matter who they're carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially.
So they made some adjustments in between the first matchup these two teams made, which I think that was in, don't know if it was in Ole Miss or if it was in Georgia. I think it was in Georgia, but I could be wrong.
Second down after that short completion.
Second down and 7 at the 44-yard line of Georgia.
Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Flag on the play, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Georgia. I talked about this back at the Rose Bowl, but wait, we got a flag, Sean. Hold up. And that's going to be declined. There's our first takeaway. I said that there was going to be an interception at some point. Well, we just got an interception this game here tonight.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws it to the right. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play.
Pass incomplete.
What a hit there by tough for the receiver hold on the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
18.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10.
So, they were at Georgia.
Okay. So I was correct. Okay.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
In an era that we're living right now, everybody wants to spread the field out, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He'll put it back here on third down.
Yep.
Short connection to the tight end here. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set out now at the 44.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. Stop after a small gain.
Good handout, and that'll be 2nd down.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You don't pick up the first down, but
10-7 Ole Miss.
This running game, you keep working. It's more of a body blow.
No, you're fine.
Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
I mean, our booth is amazing because, like I said, we got some awesome dessert up here in addition to our best dinner we've gotten here in New Orleans.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Yep. Best part about us in a hotel room, we got some hot, fresh beignets this morning. That was even better.
He's running out of time here.
And Georgia quarterback in trouble as he threw it away. By the way, first turnover from in any of the quarterfinals we've had so far this week. They're going to go for a field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good somehow. Had the distance. Good job for Woodring, and we're tied at 10, Sean.
No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
That was nearly 50 plus, if you ask me. Wow. Barely got it in.
The kickoff team is out there now. Field team inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16.
I'm not going to complain about that as we're nearing the end of the first quarter here.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, there's still a possibility, but that's going to depend if somebody's going to have a 3-score lead, which we are now to the end of the first quarter. What a close first quarter we had.
Field goal apiece and a touchdown apiece.
Yippers. The other thing you also need to consider, since we're in an NFL stadium, they got showers that are a lot bigger than what they normally usually have in Oxford and Athens. So if you put that into consideration, that's a good thing, if you know what I mean.
And the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Stadiums that these two teams could possibly be added to NFL style stadium.
So they get to have showers.
Out of the shotgun.
This offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking.
Which ironically, NFC. I mean, think about this, Sean. We had AFC for Miami, which, by the way, that field's getting fixed. Get it ready for the national championship game. Whoever makes it out of the semis. In IRL. You had, of course, the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic in Jerry's World, the game we had last night, and then last broadcast for us was back on Wednesday for the granddaddy of them all, or Thursday. I'm sorry, back on the December holiday for anyone asking, but you get the picture.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball.
into one of these
Still
NFL
can't
stadiums.
stop the quarterback
Yep.
finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Yeah.
The Rebels churn out another first down.
Another.
And a throw down on first down. Caught over the middle. It's we get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
That's the thing
Yep.
with this guy.
Kickoff times, by the way, for the semis are TBD because, like I said, we don't know who is going to be in the semis and all that, yada yada yada. Once we find out, I will put a note on my YouTube channel. I will confirm on the day of the national championship game, we will have our game at more than likely 2 p.m. Central. The YouTuber will have the pregame show from 12 to 1:30. We'll take over at 1:30. And then 2 p.m. on the day of the national championship game, Sean, is going to be the two winners of the semifinals before the actual national championship game comes on. So,
Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? He knew coming into this game this guy was capable. That's
And
his fifth catch in this first half.
I can't wait to go down to Miami.
Here on 1st and 10.
We're getting down there. Stadium.
On the ground.
And if Texas Tech ends up getting to the title game, they've already played a bowl game once, so they know what it looks like.
But I think what's also important is how well the defense goes down. If you can hold your opponents to a short game or a tackle for loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
On the run, he'll let it go.
Yeah.
Downfield.
So we got a flag on the play.
But a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
I'll let you finish. Oh, that's a holding, but I'll let you finish.
If they win it, then they
That would have been a big momentum shift for that play, but the penalty negates it.
Mm-hmm.
Play action fake, looking to throw.
Here's a deep throw. It is caught! Touchdown! Ole Miss! And Ole Miss is back on top.
We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous.
Harrison Wallace III.
For the 6 points.
That was a 64-yard touchdown throw. Well, that early pick that he threw earlier has not come back to affected him.
Now they line up to kick the extra point.
Dude, man, a
And after the extra point, it's a 17.
3 minutes, 42 seconds, 84 yards on 10 plays. Ole Miss leads 17-10.
Team is out there to boot it away.
Yep.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. And it's just
And incomplete on the first play there.
Georgia's trying to find some way to get
after the incompletion, second
back into this.
I think the other thing... Go ahead. I was going to let you finish. Oh, we got a flag. We'll hold my thought in a minute. Okay, I was going to get ready to mention, as it looks like it was Green the guilty party in this, and I'll back him up 10 yards. But I was going to say, not just the football players, you're talking about whoever makes it all the way to Miami, you get to perform halftime 3 more times. Unless you're Ole Miss, then it'll be 4 times.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone.
If you know what I mean.
Not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
That's one of the unique things here about it. Either playing the first down or playing in the second.
Dropping back into the field for the first down. Gets me the finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is
Got a rough in the passer on Ole Miss.
egregious roughing the passer call. Automatic first down. Looks like the quarterback is okay.
Yep. Now at the 46-yard line, need to get to the 44 for a first down, and only got a yard.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits.
17-10 Ole Miss. Georgia trying to get something going here in the second quarter.
And the same runners got it again. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short.
I think the next time for me I would be back here in New Orleans would be, of course, Thunder basketball against the Pelicans.
Fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield.
As we have 3rd and inches, and it's a first down for Georgia on a quarterback sneak.
That's one of those quick plays.
Georgia setting up with a first and 10 now.
Well, I think we had a good, nice little meal. Definitely.
That's reeled in. It's Branch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands.
Yep, Sean and I will call the Fiesta Bowl. That will be the day after the Peach Bowl semifinal in Atlanta. That would be our next college football live stream for y'all. And that pass is incomplete. Yep.
Well-designed play here on this dagger route. Looked like everything was in play. Unfortunately, the timing off between the quarterback and that vertical seam.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7.
Yep. From Atlanta, Georgia, and then you and I will call the Fiesta Bowl. The, what is it, the BRBO Fiesta Bowl, I think it's what it's called. Burbo. I still call it, in my honest opinion, old school Tostitos Fiesta Bowl. It makes a lot of sense.
And a chance to dig into this lead.
And you got Allstate here for this matchup.
If I'm correct, I think Allstate, I think this is the second oldest bowl game besides the behind the Rose Bowl.
Even though positive yards are gained, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into these kind of different looks. They look very aware that these formations and plays can happen on any given down.
Of course, Allstate replaced Nokia to be the sponsor of the Sugar Bowl and has been the sponsor of the Sugar Bowl ever since.
Grabs it on a screen. Corralling for no gain.
Yeah.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
That was back in, like, I think 2003, 2000. I don't know when's the last time Nokia hosted its final Sugar Bowl. I think it was like 2004.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about.
But you know what they say, Allstate, are you in good hands? That is tonight's broadcast, brought to you by Allstate.
The decision is to trot out the field goal team. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away.
Here's a field goal, and it is good.
It's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
once it gets down to a certain area, they start making those big kicking mistakes.
Fields it just outside.
And I think you would even agree with me.
Yeah.
That's good coverage there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They get him down, but that's a nice.
Hold on, my charger's being stupid.
Okay, we'll just keep it going here.
Yeah, we'll keep on going.
Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
First down at 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Behind the line, it's Lee. And it's out of bounds.
Oh, hey, it's Cody Smart.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to get
6:26 left to go in the first half until we have halftime.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Near the sticks, it's Wallace. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
There we go. Sorry, my charger is acting up because I had it charging and then it turned off the charger. But anyway.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
2nd and 10. They're going to run the ball, which we didn't see any of that during most of our quarterfinals, and this is the first bowl game of the quarters tonight. We're seeing the running game come into play. And we talked about it back on Thursday. First down and more. All the way inside the 20-yard line.
Now, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense.
Went right through that secondary.
And the Rebels will have 1st and 10 here. Looking for a gap. It's Diggs. The game good for this 2 yards. The defense is swarming to the football.
Gain of 2 on the play. I think the other thing we could also throw into consideration is that, you know, from Arlington last night and also, you know, in the other NFL stadium, caught touchdown Ole Miss. And it's now a 2-possession lead, but I was going to finish real quickly. You know, we're not going to have the sun be a factor because, you know, these games are in prime time.
Their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Here's a point after attempt. Extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more.
Yeah, that was a 3-minute drive.
Fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Branch.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Defense ran quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him.
You know, one thing is for guaranteed. We know an SEC team is going to make the semis. We just don't know who.
There's a flag on the field.
It's against Georgia, and it looks like I saw a holding there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Movement here from the tight end. Second down.
Well, I think you also need to throw into consideration we haven't seen a lot of false starts.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third
Yeah.
and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play.
Incomplete. Georgia's going to have to punt, unfortunately.
Talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
The Dogs will bring the punt team onto the field. On for his second punt of the game. His first one was a beauty.
Second punt for Georgia tonight.
See if he can make a play on this return. Coverage team brings down the returner. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. It's a draw to the back. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on first and 10.
I got a dumb answer.
Important second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Diggs. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout.
You know, as we just, by the way, hit the 2-minute timeout, Sean, I was going to ask you, Sean, the Ole Miss quarterback, despite that pick he threw, which was not a good pick, he's really redeemed himself, throwing 2 touchdown passes ever since.
Deep down the left side.
Pass. Oh, he dropped it, but wait, Sean, we got a flag. I'll give you a chance to speak in a minute. Oh, it's on Georgia. Oh, so one thing you did not need to do is rough the passer up.
Hammered after the throw. That's an
Okay, go ahead, Sean.
15-yard penalty. On the run, it's Diggs. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job getting up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that ball.
And it's intercepted.
After a solid return.
We're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Before we call the Mufaletta Police Department on you.
And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the
All right. First and 10.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap.
Yeah.
Looking to throw. It's Stockton.
Stockton is out of bounds, but it will stop the clock. But remember, Georgia won the toss. They deferred the second half. I wonder if that's going to come back to haunt them for that.
He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy who can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
Touchdown, Georgia. As soon as you just mentioned that, he just got a big play, and Georgia's back in this football game.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee
Branch's second touchdown of the game.
every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
Yeah, apparently you said something and it worked in your favor.
Now the try here for the extra point.
It's only a minute 12. 11 seconds. Yep.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 19.
Yeah.
By the coverage team.
We don't need another longhorn trying to kill a dog.
Looking for some space. It's Diggs. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that one. So the
Timeout, Ole Miss. That will stop the clock.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Sure hands. It's Lee.
First down, that did stop the clock because he went out of bounds.
It's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
First set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds that big tight end.
It is caught for a 4-yard gain.
Well short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass caught. Second down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man.
Pass is caught. First down.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be
Timeout, Ole Miss.
multiple conversions now.
26 seconds left until halftime.
Offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Looking to throw it on first down. Let's it fly out of the one.
Pass is caught. First down.
Space. Look out. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork. Throw route against zone.
Ole Miss took their third and final timeout of the game, of the half, rather.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
And gonna throw it away, but we got a flag on the play. That'll be a holding.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. It's not the way you want to start.
But it did stop the clock, however.
On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Trying to get the throw off. He'll just roll that.
And he got rid of it. So we'll stop it with 11
By the
seconds.
defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check.
Flag on the play. Another holding.
picks him up 10 yards. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Big throw caught on the left side. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away.
And that is how the first half will end. 24-20, Sean.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think his defense has the solution. Now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Yippers. And now we're going to start the second half here in the Allstate Sugar Bowl.
To begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they can keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Short throw complete to the tight end. Solid game there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Fires it on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up.
So misfire and first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32.
On the defense there.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had
third down, Georgia.
I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to chuck it again. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And it's a comeback route. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Dogs look to keep this drive moving. The shotgun running play call. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. With the catch, it's Bell. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Now it's second down here. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
That's big for Georgia.
Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Receiver in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Georgia has moved into the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Brings her in the end zone. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. The ball is loose. Ball scooped up by the defense.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground.
Wow, first turnover for Georgia.
Trying to create to make something, anything happen. But he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play. And they run it right into the blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Pop over the middle. It's Wallace. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Yeah, you simply cannot hit the quarterback like that. He got caught red-handed. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds this defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Second down and goal upcoming. He'll hand it off. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
5 minutes here on the third quarter.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in the big hole. They got to react quickly here. They'll run it to the left. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
What's the play here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Stockton. Caught by the receiver.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Branch. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's got it with room to run. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Mm-hmm.
The offense really
1st and 10 at the 34.
Quick throw, the catch is made. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense moving to a bunch
Halfway through the third.
To throw, it's Stockton.
Stockton's going to run it for the first down and more inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7, the offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Ohio State.
More aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking for 6.
Pass is caught for the touchdown. We got ourselves a 7-point game as the extra points get Sean.
Touchdown today.
Or a 4-point game.
Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups.
Reach his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. Wants to throw it.
And it's caught, but we got a play.
Try fails, but hold on a second. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out.
That makes it worse.
So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play.
So the two-pointer is no good. It's now a 5-point lead, 31-26.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled.
So what I've seen Sean there, we apologize for that.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what
We are
they do.
game
They
for
love
Ole
to go
Miss.
fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback.
2nd and 8 at the 20.
Play fake, looking to throw.
Pass is caught. First down and more. The 42-yard line.
First down to the 42.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Hit as he released it.
And it's high.
Wide open, look out. They make the stop, but it's a big play with a 31.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
This offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards.
Exactly.
Yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Offense been in reverse here.
31-26 Ole Miss.
To convert this 3rd down. And the runner takes off to his right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if he would have stayed on his
clean
track
out
and
for Ole
stayed over
Miss.
the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And the Rebels will line up to kick it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep.
And
Takes
it's
a
a
big
touchdown.
bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Good enough for first
And
down.
the first down for quarterback.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier.
And it's for a 3-yard loss.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense.
Good down.
Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's 4th down. The Dogs will bring their punt team on the field now. Punt lands at the 6, but heads into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. An inside give now from the shotgun. The tackle is made.
Flag on the
There's a
play.
flag on the field. See what that's about.
Oh, boy, this is getting interesting.
It stings
That's
for the
back.
offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards.
Yeah, sorry about that.
He stepped out of the booth to take a phone call, so it's understandable.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the
Yeah.
air. Sure hands. It's lead. And the big numbers just continue to
Big gain there, and it's 2nd down. He had a holding call on home mix. That's what you do.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been
31 minutes to go in the third. Georgia scored a touchdown but failed on the 2-point conversion. Hope that will come after Vikings.
Yeah, that's going to be something
Give it to the
we're
back.
looking for.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how the offense wants to be. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense.
31-26 in favor of the Rebels.
25-yard line. Looking for some space. It's Diggs.
And it's not enough for a first, but will they go for it?
4th down and inches.
Right here.
Just started sneaking in, but they'll think about that as we're gonna head to
Will have to
4.
kick it away. When it comes
Nope,
to
they're
second.
gonna punt it.
They're going to play here. Are they going to wait for the time to go?
Here's the fair catch. by the return.
And that is how the third quarter is gonna end, Sean.
On top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on.
Open on top.
31-26.
One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets
Yeah,
up as a
these
classic.
are the Super Jones. These are really intense now.
The offense has a first down.
This is good.
And they'll stop him short of the line.
3-yard gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on the first down.
Competitive quarterfinal game.
In fact, all 4 of our quarterfinals have been really close anymore. Not just tonight.
Yeah, you're not kidding here. Ever since we started with the Orange Bowl, then the Rose Bowl, those 2 games were great.
Throwing on play action.
Then the Cotton Bowl,
Throws it in. It's Branch.
First down and more down the 44-yard line.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a
Georgia
day.
trying to get back into this, trying to get the
The offense
lead.
really clicking against this embattled defense.
I think it's early in the quarter,
Out of
so
the shotgun,
there's
hands it
no
off.
need to be
And they'll stop him after a short game.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to
2nd and
pass.
7.
Caught in the front.
First down.
First down yardage.
Great play there. Getting into the receiver on the
Eyes get lost.
outside.
And forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Bulldogs looking to keep this drive rolling.
This is what we want.
There's a handoff. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
In your comfort zone.
Second down. This
This
best
game,
play.
fourth quarter, and they step it up again. That's how they've been winning
Quarterback drops back
most
from the
of
shotgun.
games.
Using his legs here.
Pass is incomplete.
Could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to his receiver down.
I'll bring up third quarter,
So the offense
or
getting
third down,
set. This
excuse
is
me.
not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long.
Sorry.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the grab. Plenty of room to run. Touchdown,
Touchdown,
Georgia.
Georgia. To retake the lead.
This is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all he got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way.
Guess who? Branch. That's his fourth touchdown. Branch's fourth touchdown. He's had Georgia's touchdowns tonight.
This is what Georgia finally needed to do. And now we're back in the lead. At least
And the offense will stay out there for a two-point try, trying to lead the lead to 3 points.
50. Could be a 3-point lead.
Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Throws to the tight
Pass is caught, but there's a flag. Hold up.
Penalty marker down. This is going to be a crucial call.
Holding on Georgia.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now.
Got an injury timeout.
And there's no reaction from Georgia. There you go.
Coach deciding to keep the offense.
We'll just say that was our security guy, Cody Smart.
Lead to 3. He drops back in the gun.
Here's the throw. Here's the return. In. No good. It's a 1-point lead, Sean.
Still a 1-point game.
Oh, my God.
We're in for a thriller, Sean.
Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
And why are these teams always exciting?
Fields it inside the 5-yard line.
You think these are exciting? Wait till we do the semis.
That's good coverage there.
Oh, my God. Somebody give me some. Somebody give me some popcorn.
3 and out. Looking to put some positive drive here.
By the way, I have the dates for the semis, by the way.
Oh, boy.
Near the sticks. It's right. Solid game.
Tuesday afternoon will be the Peach Bowl.
Really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back.
Wednesday will be our semifinal game, leading up the January 19th National Championship game. Senor Sean and I are ready to have some fun in Atlanta. Or not Atlanta, Phoenix.
The wide receiver there.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Basically, we're getting on that. It's fun.
Yep, we're taking it all the way to Miami.
Completion makes it second down.
Nothing's better than South Beach.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's right.
And him 7 on the play.
Hey, at least that being a somebody on the
At least we don't have a bandwagoner running on the field, if you know what I mean. Oh wait, that's right. Security already took care of him out of here. Okay. First down.
Has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Rebels starting a new series here on first and 10.
Yep, that is one of the nice games coming up. And for Tampa Bay, well, he got
Over the middle. It's close. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain.
In a 4.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Grab down the middle. It's Wallace. They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
3rd and 1.
Arm strength from this quarterback. He really didn't have any other option than to go right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing. Good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Quarterback still with the football. Stopped on 3rd for no gain.
And short.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on 3rd down. He probably should have gotten
What do you
it out
do?
of his hands. Now, you got a big 4th down coming.
They're going for it, Sean.
Go for it on 4th down.
Well, I guess you got to do it. You're under 10 minutes
From the
here.
shotgun, drops back.
Pass is caught.
And that is enough for a first down. And the Rebels' offense is on the move now.
That's why you practice and practice.
That was a good.
Work on
That
these
was
routes.
good.
When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Yep.
Catch made down the left side.
Another first down for Ole Miss.
Bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that.
They're at 27, Sean.
Positive yards.
They're getting down.
First down. We're going to throw the football.
Pass is caught. Another first down inside the 16.
Move the football into the red zone. First down.
We'll see if the defense
They're in red zone territory.
Play. They can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Play Ole Miss needed.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Caught near the sticks.
Pass is caught.
He's brought down
It's now a 1st and goal at the 8 or at the 6.
Man,
1st and goal. Any points would
here
give
by
them a
Ole
lead here in the
Miss
fourth quarter.
after making a mistake.
Hand off to the
The
center.
defense.
They'll stop him behind the
And
line
it's
for a loss of 1.
loss of a yard or 2.
A bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier.
Now we have to figure out, are we going to end up having a game that's really going to be close?
I didn't know the reality.
Remember, back in the first round, we had 3 of our 4 games really close. The only one that was not. Actually, no. Let me rephrase that. The first 2 games of round 1 of the playoffs was decided by less than 10 points.
Anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
And I should tell you right now,
They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal.
Mm-hmm.
The gun now on 3rd down. Launching one.
Pass is caught. Touchdown, but hold up, Sean. There's a flag. Hold up.
Looks like there's a flag on the field.
And it's a whole. Oh, that's a costly penalty.
So the potential game time score right away where the penalty as time is running down. That could be one of the crucial moments of this game. 3rd and goal.
And will look like that's going to be a field goal, Sean.
field goal coming up.
Well, here we are now on
Had a chance to take the lead for the touchdown. Instead, it will be a field goal.
You kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your
Right,
breath
and
here.
go, kick it up, and Ole Miss retakes the lead.
And with that,
34-32.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder, the kicker. Gives you the lead. Remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
6:39 left to go in the game, Sean.
They're out there again to boot it away.
If I am the head coach of
Here's the return from inside the 5.
great time
He
here.
was brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Opportunity.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. And they keep it going. Hand off to the back. It's a nice wrap up there.
Only a 1 yard gain on that play.
The spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space and still have the ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. Touching over to 41. That's a nice game getting close to the midfield.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. The back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Well, have you been able to hear the Georgia side?
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10.
Yeah, they haven't been hearing those sides of the game, actually. Well, I guess that makes sense for how crazy it is.
First down for Georgia. Bet you getting loud on Cody's side now that they got that first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
I know, I'll go ahead and say this anymore, as that's a gain of 7. Right next to us is Pat McAfee, who's also was with us for the games we had, which was the Rose and now Sugar.
Yeah, because these big team matchups.
Ending off on the top.
You go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Important 3rd down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. Gets rid of it.
Got a flag on the play as that's incomplete. I think I saw a holding, Sean.
Yeah, they're going back.
So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. So on 4th down,
57-yard field goal. Here's the kick. It is up. It is good. Georgia retakes the lead, Sean. 35-34.
You know what? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic. Because now they get a chance to raise
after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And they got the timeouts. They also have the 2-day timeout.
The kickoff will be a return. Return is brought down.
Yeah, they're gonna have a long way to go from the 13.
The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard there. Now bring up 2nd and 11.
Bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the play.
Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football.
Got a flag on the play. Hold up. Oh, we got a fumble and a touchdown for Georgia. But wait, we have a flag. If this is on Ole Miss, I think that might have, yep. A fumble and a touchdown for Georgia. And Georgia extends this lead. What a costly mistake by the Rebels.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to bring it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line.
I'll start at the 25. You gotta score a touchdown, do a 2-pointer.
First play of the drive, they look to the right. Heads
Out of bounds, gain of 7.
Positive yards here on this opening play of this drive because it can get you into a rhythm. Let's face it, you're down by 8. You need yards, you need rhythm. Field goals are not going to help you. They need a touchdown in that 2-point conversion.
Here's the second down play.
And we got a flag on the play.
In the backfield. Let's get the call.
And it's a holding on Ole Miss.
Costly holding penalty there. But 10 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Bootleg looking to throw.
Pass is caught. First down, Ole Miss.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. This possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
We have not seen overtime
First down completion.
in any of our CFP games.
Using the ground game, the tailback has the handoff.
We got another flag, Sean.
Flag is about.
It's holding.
You are correct.
Will that holding penalty be a drive kill? Offense hurting itself with a penalty. First down and 20.
Oh, it's a deep pass. Is incomplete, but wait, we got you guessed it, another flag. Another holding. Another holding.
Penalties can be the ultimate drive kill.
They're back to the 16-yard line.
Behind the line. It's right.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Hey, Cody.
Getting set. Here's second down.
2nd and 24. Last chance for the Rebels to get something going. Pass is caught, but lost a yard.
Man, put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going to this receiver. So
Now it's 3rd down. Will you cut that out?
And the athletic ability to be able to bring down a wide receiver for a loss like that.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on
3rd down. Ole Miss needs. Got another flag. I think I spotted another holding. Pass is intercepted. That's gonna do it, Sean. As we hit the 2-minute timeout, but let's check the flag. And it is a holding, and Georgia is gonna more than likely win this football game.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play.
Those holding penalties came back to haunt Ole Miss.
Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve.
Wow.
All Jordan needs
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to run out the clock.
That interception might have just sealed it, Sean.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. The offense with some pre-snap motion.
3rd and 8.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
They've used up all 3 of their timeouts.
Trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down,
And they're going for one.
a very big spot here.
This guy's late being good.
And it is good, and that might have just sealed it.
Away, showing off the deep range.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything good.
45-34 Georgia. And it looks like Georgia is off to Arizona.
Following the
Depending on how they are.
team is out there.
Mm-hmm.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive is starting. Offense out there starting a new drive at the 21.
Different this game last year.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
They
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. Now 2nd down.
Yeah.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
What once was 12 will now be 4 as another incompletion.
Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game, you need points, you're behind. You gotta take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion. Over the middle. It's right. Defense able to stop it.
Got an injury.
Down now. Looks like a player is down.
Caden Lee is down, so we're going to stop the clock, which is good.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead.
Actually, for down under 80 seconds.
Got a flag.
Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out.
And it's another holding.
Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. So down by
Repeat, 4th down. Last chance, Ole Miss.
Here on 4th down.
Pass is caught. There's the first.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. What I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
And the Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. It's Alexander. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
How aggressive will they be?
Unfortunately, be remembered in a loss, incomplete.
He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. 2nd down now.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Grabbed by the receiver.
This defense has got to be aware of these.
Remember, no timeouts.
Receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Here we go. Short, the 7th play of this drive.
This will be the last play of the game.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air.
And that sack just pretty much sealed it. That will do it, Sean. (45-34). And that is how the quarterfinals will end. I give Branch the MVP. 4 touchdown catches he got tonight. I don't know who would be the defensive one. Yeah. What a game here, and if this is correct or not correct, unofficially, until we get the official results from the quarterfinals, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, and Texas Tech. Again, don't quote me on that. You will get the official matchups for the semis on who's going where, and then the two winners will meet for the national championship game. Any final thoughts, Sean, before we say arrivederci? It will definitely be fun if you ask me. We hope you can join us on our next broadcast. That will be the Peach Bowl. That'll be on Tuesday. That'll be not this upcoming Tuesday, but the next one to start off 2026 at 3 p.m. Teams to be determined. That'll be in Atlanta, Georgia. Hope you will join us for that. It'll be another, you guessed it, night game. We'll probably do that one after NXT. As far as that is concerned, it should be fun. So, for Cody, Senor Sean, our studio engineer, Carmen Alejandro, I'm Dee DeVos. Thank you for joining us and saying good night from the Bayou City of New Orleans, where the final, Georgia defeats Ole Miss 45-34 and is advanced to the semis, providing I get it correct. Coming up next, we'll rejoin your local news in progress. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. You've been listening to the College Football Playoffs on the Blue Hedgehog TV's Multimedia Network.